Hi everyone and welcome to the weekly Waller Show. Was this a good day Sunday?
Yeah, great day
Two
Sunday.
winners.
Winebush, obviously, he's got a very bright future and just got there in the dying strides, and that was good to see after, he's just had some bad tracks to be running on, but he did it well on Sunday. Who else did we have?
French Emotion.
Yeah, she absolutely bolted in. She obviously picked up a group race for the connections, and that was very good to see. He had a good day Saturday. Unfortunately, no winner, but still, the horses all ran well. So, got a busy week ahead, Soph.
We do. Randwick? Should we start with Randwick?
Yeah, if you like.
Race 1, Louisa, the 2-year-old.
Well, she won her
1,000
trial.
metres.
Won her trial. Done everything right since. She's
drawn well.
Drawn barrier 1. Got a top jockey on board in Glyn Schofield. So I think she should be hard to beat, really. Obviously, only one trial is a slight negative, but she certainly seems fit enough and in order in her homework.
Race 2, we've got the 3 runners in the 1400 metre race. Invincible coming through and Octavian Augustus.
Okay, so first of all, we've got Invincible dropping back from a listed race into a benchmark race is obviously a positive. She's drawn barrier 1, and again got Tommy Berry in the saddle, so she's dropping back in class should be enough to see her push through for another victory.
Coming through, 1 start for 1 win.
Absolutely, and his form was franked earlier today at Canterbury in race 2. The horse who he beat last start won well today, so he certainly looks like he's got a very bright future.
And Octavian Augustus, he on the quick backup last Saturday?
Yeah, he raced last Saturday with Craig Williams on board, and Craig just felt that he wasn't quite brave enough to come up the inside of horses, so we put the blinkers on, and hopefully that's the difference between his disappointing 6th and a win.
Then we go to race 3, the mile race. We've got the 3 runners. 2 imports, Vassal and Hibicus, and Encosta Line.
So Vassal, his run was a fraction plain last start, I felt, but he'll appreciate stepping up to a mile. Jason Collett has won on him twice, I think, and knows the horse very well, so we should see an improved performance from him on Saturday. And Hipparchus, well, I know a mile's probably short of his optimum trip, but it was certainly a good first up run over a mile last start, so again he'll strip much fitter for it. He's got a good alley in barrier 4 and a strong rider Rory.
And Encosta Line.
And Encosta Line, he's very much the same boat as Vassal. He'll appreciate a better track as well on a good 3 on Saturday. He's got a little lightweight with 55.5, but he is essentially looking for more ground.
Then we go to race 5, the 2000 metre race. Murphy's Delight, he's got the top weight, Queensland Cup winner.
Yeah, absolutely. He's carrying 61 kilos, which is it's a tough ask, but 2,000 metres, as we know, he's only really getting warmed up in the concluding stages, so he'll come on for this, and then third and fourth up is when you'll see him at his prime.
Thunder Down Under, the New Zealand horse.
He was great 2 starts back at Randwick 2,000 metres. He just gave out through fitness, I think, in the last 100 metres or so. So I think seeing him on a dry track over 2,000, rock hard fit, I think he'll be very competitive in this.
And low places, he should be looking for further.
Absolutely, he's had a good spell, and he's had 2 runs back, and they'll just get better and better as the distance goes up.
Giuliano.
Well, he couldn't have won any more impressively last start with James McDonald in the saddle. This week he's got Tommy Berry, but he's certainly no slouch, and he can hopefully put it at 3 in a row.
Religify over 1400 in race 6. He goes good fresh.
He does. He's got a very good fresh up record. His trials have been exceptional, and I think barrier 2 he'll get a lovely run. He's got a jockey who knows him well on board, and yeah, it is a competitive race though.
Next we have the Group 1 Champion Stakes. We've got the 3 runners who won this race last year, Fanborough. This year we've got Valadero, High Mist and Tumultuous.
So Veladero, well, he's just been flawless this prep. He's won 3 from 3, just stepping up through the grades and through the distances as well. And obviously the 2,000 meters is a new distance for him, but it's certainly what it appears that he's been looking for, and he deserves his place to line up in a Group 1.
High missed.
He's
been pretty unlucky in a couple of races this prep.
He was. His barrier blanket got caught on the front of the saddle in his last start, which just shifted the saddle slightly back, which stopped Glyn Schofield from being able to push him out to his full potential. So he should be very competitive in this.
And lastly, Tumultuous.
Tumultuous, well, he had a lovely run, and he just couldn't quite get through on the fence in his last start. Ty believed that he would have won had he got through the gap, so he too deserves his chance. And he keeps the blinkers on, which has obviously brought about massive improvement.
We moved into the Ank Stakes over a mile. Lady LaFay, the New Zealand mare.
Yeah, Lady LaFay, she's a lovely mare. She's got a nice light weight. She's won 3 times over a mile in the past, and she probably wants a little bit of more give in the ground than a good 3, but she's pretty adaptable, really.
Righto, that's it for Randwick. Then we move to Caulfield. Coco XL.
Well, she's a lovely filly, but we probably 2 runs back was a bit of a mistake. She's just a very quick horse, quick natural runner, so the 1200 metres will suit. It's obviously a big field, and she's drawn slightly awkwardly in barrier 11, but Hugh knows the filly well, and he'll get her into a good spot so she can really attack the line.
The Caulfield Stakes, 2,000 metres, links, 3 runners. What do you think about this?
Well, they've drawn barrier 1, 2 and 3. She's the widest of 3, but I suppose it'll be a little bit of a tactical affair. Interesting to see what everyone wants to do. But obviously she's the one to beat, and hopefully they can't beat her.
And 1,000 guineas, Fox Play. She's had a great little campaign.
She's had a wonderful prep this prep. She's unbeaten in her 2 starts. I initially thought she was a bit of a wet tracker, but she seems adaptable and has done it on every track.
She's drawn well.
She's drawn well with the jockey who knows her well. She's definitely in there with a chance.
The 2-rack handicap, we've got the 2 runners, Counter Attack and Cosmic Cube.
Counter Attack up to a mile. Blinkers have come off. They'll help him to settle that little bit better. And providing he's out the mile well, I think with that light weight on his back, I think he'll be very hard to beat.
Cosmic Cube, he ran a nice 3rd last start.
He did. It was a much improved performance. He'd been unlucky actually in his first 2 starts this prep, and hopefully with only 53 kilos on his back, he can show us what he's really got. He's been looking for a mile, and he'll get his chance on Saturday.
Japanese Meat, he was a little bit disappointing last start, but he's trialled since then.
Yeah, he's trialled well since then. Hugh gave him a little bit of a search along in the last sort of 200 metres of his trial, and couldn't fault him. Said he fought hard and dug deep. So I think if he's back to his best, then he should certainly be up there with him.
Very good. And do you have a tip for the weekend?
No, I do not, Sophie. Weeks.